Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and welcome to my multi-dimensional life. I wanted to talk about astral projection today, or astral travel, some people call it. There's one other term I heard recently. I've never heard it used before, and now I cannot remember what it was. If anybody knows what it is, please put it in the comments. Um, anyways, even though I've always had like weird paranormal things happen to me throughout my life. I'd say until I was in my 50s, I was really kind of naive about it. I just didn't have enough knowledge and stuff. Um, and I never heard of astral travel. Didn't know it was possible. Never knew it was a thing. Nothing. So my first few times, um, it was very involuntary. Um, so what happened was the first time it happened, um, I had gone to bed and I just put my book down, turned off the light, and I closed my eyes. And the next thing I know, I am looking down at my dresser and my dresser mirror. Now, I went, I was 5'2". I'm sure I'm shorter now due to, spine problems and stuff, aging. So I know there's no way I could be that high up. And then I went, wait a minute. I know I just closed my eyes. My eyes should be closed. I didn't open them. Yet I could see the room clearly. And, although it was dark in the room, I could see, you know, I could see okay. And, there's no street lights because, well, you can see where I live. We only have street lights at intersections. And I didn't live at an intersection. And then I said, okay, well, I need to test this. And so, like, I opened my eyes and I was back at the level of with my dresser, looking at my dresser that I should naturally be. And I was like, what the hell just happened here? I could not figure it out. I didn't know what it was. And I had several times after that where I would just pop out of my body. Now, many of you might think it's a dream. I don't think so. There's a difference between a dream and astral traveling. You could feel it spiritually that there's a difference. Now, for me with dreams, when I do remember them, um, it's they're great. They don't make sense to me. I can't say I feel very present in the dream, if that makes sense. Um, so yeah, I really don't believe this was a dream. It wasn't even a lucid dream. Lucid dream is something I used to do a lot when I was a teenager. But anyway, so I remember, let's see, and this was all involuntary. Um, I one time woke up. There was a snowstorm. It was at night, and I wake up in the living room, looking out the window above my couch to check the status of the snowstorm. Except I didn't bring my body with me, um, which was interesting. One time I just woke. I mean, this was like I don't know why. I woke up and I was hovering above my refrigerator, looking at what I had put up there, like cereal boxes and stuff. And I remember going, why am I looking at this? I'm not even a big breakfast eater. So it was like, why am I doing this? And, at this point, I knew it was astral travel. Now, this was after my son died. And one night, I woke up uh, and I was at my kitchen window looking out into the driveway. Well, whenever my son told me he was coming over, I would wait at the kitchen window to see when he pulled in the driveway. And so I'm wondering if maybe he was, I should say, on my mind more than usual that day. Because when you're a grieving mother, well, when you're a mother at all, your kids are always on your mind. But anyways, so these were all spontaneous. And of course, I started to almost get used to it. But I had to figure out what it was. And, I did research, talked to the spirits in my life, mainly my son. And so then I thought, well, if this is going to keep happening, I need to have some kind of control over it. And so, I started um, doing research again and learning how to get control over it. Um, and, I learned through meditation, like how you can astral project on purpose. So I would try to do it during the day. And it had gotten to the point where I was able to, you know, astral project during the day. Wow, and I can't even remember all my experiences. It'd be nice if I could, but yeah, my son, the one who crossed over, he actually, started it. It started helping me. Um, you know, he was with me, and I will tell you stories of. I think I'm just going to separate and keep the videos short. I will tell you individual stories of, I'd like to say adventures, but I guess I don't get too adventurous. I guess I take these things so seriously that maybe I just don't get adventurous. I don't know. But anyways, if any of you have had, like, how did you learn about astral travel? Did you have a spontaneous experience or anything like that? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be and make it a joyful one.